Namaste, beautiful souls. Beautiful day, a very special day. It's a day of an author's connect when one author connects with the other author. It's so beautiful. And the other day I was just thinking of this idea. I said, I'm an author and I would love to connect with another author because it's a beautiful journey to talk about in terms of us, how we became an author, what inspired us. So there are so many things you can get to know about an author's life. And I also believe that everybody's got stories with them and everybody can write a book because each one of us have stories which we can share with the world. My book is I'm a Conscious Creator, Dream, Believe, Act, Receive. And basically, about 10 years back, I had a very conditioned mindset, and I had a mindset which had a lot of self limiting beliefs. So, about 4 years back, I started my journey of inner transformation. And at that time, I realized as time went by that I was seeing a lot of changes in my reality because whatever I was feeding in my subconscious mind, I was seeing it in reality with aligned actions. So I think each one of us have a story to tell, and everyone can write a book. It's about giving the story to the world because the reason I wrote my book was that I felt that what I used to be about 10 years back, right? I kind of did my inner transformation journey, and that's why I wrote this book of mine. And I said that if it can benefit me so much, this journey of mine, then there may be so many people who could be in the same situation, right? Like who could be in the similar situation like mine, which I was in 10 years back. And so it's a beautiful evening, and we're waiting for Rachel to join in, and then we're going to be talking about in terms of the Author Connect. So do write in terms of where are you tuning in from, which country, where are you from, and I'll also say that thank you so much for being a part of my Instagram page. I feel blessed that each one of you are my Instagram follower, and I'm going to keep on giving you, value in terms of my personal experiences, what happened to me in life, and how my life has been. So stay connected. And yes, author Rachel is in the house. So let's bring author Rachel. So yeah, so just give me 1 second. Let's bring author Rachel, and she's a very special person. She's an author. Hi, Rachel.
Hi,
Namaste.
Amarika.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. So I was so looking forward to this, day in terms of an author connect, one author talking to the other author.
Absolutely.
And it's such a pleasure to have you this, day with us. And so tell me, Rachel, about yourself, like in terms of what inspired you to be an author.
I think it's just something that comes innate for me since I was a child. Daydreamer, always imagining and loving to write, and it just started. It's just a natural thing for me. But I waited a long time at this point, which I'm sure you would have some insights on, things happening when they're supposed to and all of that. But of course, you kick yourself sometimes when you wait a long time and procrastinate with your dreams. But I'm here now, and that's what matters.
Right, yes, of course. And I'm so happy because when I was talking to you the other day and you said that how much you procrastinated and then you started your book, because a lot
Mhm.
of people always procrastinate quite a bit. And the only person who stops them in, accomplishing what they want in life is themselves. So the
Right.
power is within you, and what you decide to achieve, you can accomplish as long as you believe in your dreams. So I think you believed in your dreams and you did make your dream come true. So that's very nice. And maybe have a look at your book as such. Can you show us your book?
Sure. Now, this is an author's copy, and my last author's copy is coming in the mail today. Um, and it's called Anonymity. That's got the band across it, which makes it the author's copy. It's actually going to drop on Amazon and on my website on January the 12th. I liked the number sequence, if you will, of 1/12/21. So I set out about 3 months ago to make that the release date.
Right. Wow. That's very nice because I'm also into angel numbers, and number one means manifestation number. It's about what you're thinking at that
Mhm.
time. So, for example, if you just randomly pick up your phone or you kind of go out somewhere and you see 1111. So it comes
Every
in the
day.
group of 2, 3, and
Every
4.
day.
So one is like a manifestation number, and the other number 2 is about nurturing what you want in life and
Oh,
then making it come true. Yes.
wow.
So that's another very nice number.
Well,
So
thank
that's
you
very
for
nice. So
teaching me
tell me,
something new. I mean, I've had different people tell me the theories on the 1111 because I'm telling you, I pick up my phone. Sometimes I text someone at 1111 every day. I at least once look at the clock somewhere, whether it's on my phone or television or whatever it is at 1111. So I've been doing that for so many years, and maybe I've had people tell me that it was a guardian angel or that, someone is telling me I should be doing something and I'm not paying it. I don't really know all of that, but I never heard the 2, and I like that. Say that again for me, would you? On
right. So you
two.
know what happened when I started my journey of inner transformation, I
Mhm.
started seeing angel numbers also. Because when you increase your vibration, you start seeing the angel numbers.
Ah,
So, whenever I see the angel numbers on my phone, what I do is I take a snapshot. So I take a snapshot and I keep it with me, So that's what I do. And it's nice because, see, number 1 is basically in terms of whatever you want to manifest. Plus, when you're seeing a level 11, it means that at that time, whatever you're thinking will come
mhm.
true,
Oh,
you
okay.
know?
Yes,
Yes, so
thank you for
every
the
number has a
clarification.
significance. Right. So tell me more about in terms of like, why did you think to become an author, or what was that turning point or something which nobody, which you would want to in fact tell people as to why do you think you wanted to write this book?
Well, there's a couple of different things there. As far as when I decided to actually start, I have a stepdaughter who is an Amazon bestseller, and she started out about 6 years ago, I would say, and was doing it. And she was, in her 20s. She was working a full-time job. She was doing things that I was always doing, and I never felt like I had the time. But those were just excuses, honestly, back at that time. And I just broke down and cried, not out of jealousy. I was proud of her, but at the same time, it was like holding a mirror up to myself and going, look at the dreams you have not pursued, and you have not, it's, this is my life, and I felt sort of at that point like I had wasted so many years doing my dreams, to be an author and to put, just to put books out. And it doesn't have anything to do with fame, because like a lot of authors, I think I'm an introspective person. I'm more of an introvert, and it's hard. All of this social media is hard for me, and bragging about yourself just does not come naturally to me. But I know that marketing is important. I digress there, so I'm sorry. But the other part of it was, you asked me when, and what was the other part of your question? What made me want to
So
write
I
this
think,
book?
yeah,
Okay.
exactly. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So on her journey also, her name is Kristen Martin. So on her journey
Hmm.
also, because I have always been a very private person, and my husband is too, I worried about her a little bit because she was all over YouTube. She was sharing her days. She was doing things that I was just going, stop. What if there's some nut job out there that's going to hurt her, So that was
Yeah.
that was really a concern. And I said to my husband after dinner, we were leaving our favorite French restaurant, and I said, what would happen if someone were to crazy person were to go after someone who is big on the internet? I mean, has anyone ever thought of this, and
Exactly. Yes.
and then I went, that's actually a pretty good way to start a book, or a good theme of a book. So there is that
Absolutely.
in there, but I started then going, who would that be? What would they be like? What would be their background? And I wanted to make them not just some nut job out there, but somebody who is very interesting and highly intelligent. My protagonist is far more intelligent than I am. I had to do a lot of research to write him. But anyway, so it just snowballed from there. And I will say this too, Amrita, that you people that haven't actually sat down and written a book, they may have an idea. I encourage you to go with it. But it takes so much more than you think. I'm on my 8th author edit, and this one is just, I think, purely proofreading to make sure I didn't do something that's going to jump off the page as just a little mistake, like an extra the or inverting 2 words or something like that. But it takes so much time to do it, and you don't get as much down on the page. Like, I had this big, huge amount of things that were going to happen, and a lot of them did, but I had to take a lot of them and move them over to be the next book or the one after, because I could not build a full story and immerse people into the scenes and do everything that needed to be done within, and still make all of those things happen. You know what I mean? But it's good because I have a lot more writing material from it. But yeah, it was a lot more than I really imagined, even as someone who loved to write, you know.
Right, because when I started my journey of inner transformation, and it had been about 2 years, one of my friend who's a coach, she said, Amrita, whatever you've learned and you are implementing, why don't you give it out to the world? And what better way than a book?
Absolutely.
Because so that's why it's got like a conscious, because we've been a creator all our lives, right? We are always creating, but we're creating from a default mode, from a mode based on fear, doubt, limiting beliefs, self-sabotaging beliefs and all. But when you read this book, it's like I was telling somebody this evening, I said, so she's asking me about my book, and I said that I'm like a next door girl here. If a next door girl can go through the journey of inner transformation, can reprogram her mind, her subconscious mind, then I think anyone can do it. What it takes to do is commitment. A lot of times people do a particular thing and they leave it halfway. And the difference between success and failure is consistency. If you look at anything, like for example, even if you're playing a video game, right?
Yes.
You may not play it, or if you're playing a board game, you may play it, but if you're not winning, you're like, forget it, I'm not playing. I'm not playing this game. But if you would kind of play the board game, any game it could be, and you complete the game and you win it, right? And then how do you feel? You feel good, you feel exhilarated, you feel like amazing that, wow, I won.
You
Now,
accomplished something, right?
yes, so even if you're losing out something, I think it's important to get the feeling that you've already got that. A lot of time people say, Rachel, that I will feel when I accomplish, and you will never get it.
No.
Because it's about the feeling, it's about the emotions, it's about, aligning your actions with the emotions.
Yes, plus we have to learn from our failures, don't you think? I mean, that's part of the life experience. Not everything is a success as the world sees it, but that doesn't make it not a success for us,
And failure is it's like the first attempt in learning, If you do anything, you're gonna fail. Don't go with the concept of failing, but whenever you're doing anything, you don't have to go with whether I'm gonna win or I'm gonna lose. It's about going in with an open mind and an open heart.
That's right.
It's about that. The last time you would have noticed, Rachel, that people are very good in giving. Like you want to keep on giving, giving, giving. But when it comes to receiving, people are not ready to receive it because somewhere they feel no. Like, why should I be receiving? Why should I be taking it?
What did I do to deserve this, right?
Yeah. So I think it's important to be an unconditional giver. And then just give without expecting, and it is going to come from somewhere or the other. That's how it's going to happen because, sometimes I was telling somebody, in fact, today, I said to Rachel, I told them, I said a lot of time people judge people without even knowing them. We start judging people.
Right. And don't you think it's a reflection of their own insecurities? I do.
Exactly. Absolutely. But the thing is not to judge people, to give them allowances. So, for example, if you kind of reflect on your life, you'll see that you must have judged somebody. And when you get to know them, you realize that they're a better person than what you thought. So, why to judge anybody in the first place?
It's true. And also, I think there's a lesson in not listening to others judge you because you start to believe the lies that are there, if you listen to the judgments. Because,
exactly.
Yeah.
Can you show me your book once again? I want to see what the back is and everything. I would like to like see it.
Okay,
And I'm sure
so
everyone else wants to see it. Just
that's
raise it a little bit. Yeah,
I'm gonna
just raise it. Yes.
that's his eyes,
Yeah.
and there's blood splatter.
Beautiful.
And in the middle of
Wow.
the eyes, there are, what do those look like
Yeah.
to you?
Wow.
Those are
It is so
actually, I won't tell
appetizing.
you what they are because the book reveals it. But anyway, he's on a road.
Amazing.
That's a road that
Yeah.
he takes, that he journeys down on his bicycle a lot.
And does it have anything at the back? Is there something at the back also?
The back just has some of the forest that's wrapped around it.
So
There's a
can you
little bit
just
of
read
blood
out a
splatter at the
little bit
top
of the
also,
synopsis? Right.
and then that's
Rachel, can you
enough.
just read out a little bit?
Sure. Let me put my specs
Please.
on.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, it says, drop off the newborn of an unknown teen and incarcerated father at the doorsteps of a slaughterhouse where he is adopted into a life of hard labor, albeit gruesome. And what do you get? In this case, a superhuman sensory perceptive with a different kind of drive, and one who's afflicted with a fetish he must keep to himself. Now I'm having to read through the author ban, so bear with me on this
Please
one.
do. Yeah.
Let's see, here we go. Let's see. To live as he sees fit, this genius must put the past behind him. Until now, expert brain surgeon Abel Rhodes has been shackled by society's expectations. After all, a functioning psychopath doesn't fit in neatly into the cover life he's created or into one his wife, adopted child, or colleagues would understand. For the first time, he wakes with a feeling. Abel's sanctuary, a brilliant hideaway built with his own two hands, serves as the backdrop to quench his craving for justice by execution. Glorious? Yes. But even this isn't enough. His growing angst toward a rotting society of the internet's entitled, while savvy societies watch and wait to devour our ignorance, must be rectified. Of course, Abel requires absolute anonymity in his quest. What he's really in need of is a captain, his captive, to be the face of said movement. Once he finds one who is all he could have hoped for, and then some, can Abel successfully accomplish his mission and indulge in his carnal fetishes? Or will she destroy his world?
Wow. That's amazing. And great. So why do you think people should pick up this book, and how is it different from any other book, which could be, is there, first of all, Rachel, is there any other book similar to what you've written? Is there anything which would be like a little similar to what you've like written down?
I mean, I think there's probably plenty of books concerning intelligent serial killers with make cover lives because they have to have one if they're intelligent, right? Anyway, I would say that as I got halfway through it, I thought this guy is a little bit like Dexter, if you're familiar with the series from HBO. However, he's not as likable. I did not want him to be just, he kills for justice because he has to justify his kills. So he does do that. I'll give that part of it away. And I think we can relate in a way that we all want to see justice. There's a little bit of us in it. So even when it's like two wrongs don't make a right, you're like, yes, kill that bastard. So I think there's a little bit of that in all of us, but
Yeah.
he's not as likable. He's definitely got a fetish that makes him very different. And I will tell you, let's see. This is what one of my readers said, because I had a couple of readers. She said, this is a very unique sex scene in that I've never seen anything like it. It's heated yet classy, yet kind of dark and twisted, yet erotic without going into woe territory. A fantastic job. I wouldn't change a thing about it. So basically, I would say the thing that is probably the most unique, if you're trying to pick one thing out of there, it would be that the erotica part of it is not something I have ever seen or heard of. I made it up in my head. I did Google the fetish and go, oh my gosh, this is a real thing. But I think it's hard to find even on the internet. So I think that's a very unique thing about it. I think
That's the USP of the book. The
I'm sorry?
USP of the book. I said the USP of the book. The USB.
Oh, the USB.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes. Yes.
But anyway, yeah. I mean, it's unique in how he goes about things. Um, it is edge of your seat. And there's also some sarcastic humor in it. So it's not all
Nice.
just, yeah. So I think that it's a fun read, even though the subject is
Yeah.
kind of heavy, you know?
Yeah. But I think you made it very interesting and nice and very interactive because it's not all heavy, heavy. It's also got the humor part, which
Oh,
makes it
yeah.
a little lighter.
Yeah.
So I think that also makes sense.
His
And
self-talk
yeah,
in his
so
head is like irreverent. It's things that, you know, the darkest side of us maybe thinks sometimes, but he says. So,
right. So this book of yours, it's going to be out in like, are you going to be having it only in paperback, or what are your plans in terms of the book?
um, it is just paperback at this point. And what's the other thing? I'm sorry, I'm so technical, logically bad. I only read
It's okay.
paperback books. But the other one
Right.
on Amazon, I won't have it out in audiobook form yet. I would like to do that, but I want to make sure that I do that right. And my brother is blind, so I want him to be able to, he wants to read the book, obviously. Um, but so I think audio would be really nice for anyone who is just in their car, or maybe they're sight impaired, you know. So that's something that's on my list to do later, but not yet.
You know, you're looking so lovely. You're looking so beautiful this evening. So
Oh,
I
thank
want
you.
you to do something. So I want you to hug yourself
Okay.
and close your eyes for a minute and feel that you love yourself and, connect with your inner self and just feel it. So we'll just be in the moment. And you can, get a smile on your face, and you have to like feel and, bring in the expression of yours in terms of how do you feel when you hug yourself. Because when you feel the emotions, it's energy in motion. And then, you feel more complete, more beautiful, which you are, and you'll feel so much in oneness with yourself.
Warm. I feel warm. Warm.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Isn't it beautiful to do this? We are
Hmm.
always hugging others, but we don't hug ourselves. Isn't it surprising? Isn't it ironic that we never do this to ourselves? We are always so hard on ourselves and we forget ourselves, you know? If we
I,
could imagine life, Rachel, if you get a, so how do you start your day, Rachel? What do you do like when you start your day?
first thing I do is splash my face with very cold water several times. It helps me
It's
wake
like
up. Yeah,
Hoffman.
right, right. Just,
Yeah.
I brush my teeth and do the little things like that. But then I feed the cat because he's screaming and waking the rest of the house up. He wakes me up at the crack of dawn, wanting to be fed.
So
And
what time do you normally do? You early riser or a late riser? Like, do you get up
I'm an
early?
early riser. Fun fact, I can't sleep with my eyes completely closed. So I put cloth over my eyes because if I put mask on, I have a large head. I've always said I've got a jug head. So if I put a
No, you
mask
don't.
on, trust me, it's as big as most men's heads. But when I put the mask on, it presses into
Yeah.
my cheeks so hard because I've got
Yeah.
big cheeks and leaves an impression in my face. It's just not pleasant. So I put cloth over my face so that when I turn my head, it doesn't come off because I can't close my eyes completely. So as soon as there's any light in the room at all, it just wakes me up. So yes, I'm an early riser. I wake up with the sun coming up.
Right. So if you could do something interesting, Rachel, rather than you starting off your day like that, if you could in the morning when you're just getting up, just waking up, if you could thank each and every person in your life, and as you're getting up, say thank you to your parents who loved you unconditionally. Thank you to your family members, your loved ones, your husband, your daughter, and so everyone. So imagine if you're just getting up and you're just waking up and you're saying thank you, thank you, thank you. And you open your eyes. What is happening is your heart has already become grateful.
Yes.
So when your day is starting off like that, your day will end like that, right?
Yeah.
Rather than what happens is most of the time people are always jumping into their task. This thing, or they're trying to plan, okay, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this, So what is happening is you're putting in too many thoughts and your mind is just getting too cluttered. So
I
if we
agree with that.
declutter the morning thing,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
If we just declutter our mind and we get up in a way that we're thanking for each and everything, making our heart grateful, right? And then we are doing what we have to do. So why don't we start a day like that? And also, Rachel, if we could start with little meditation, like just coming in oneness with yourself initially, sitting straight, having your spine straight. And let's do a meditation with you right now. We'll
Okay.
do a gratitude meditation in terms of your book. And everyone listening to us right now, they can do gratitude in terms of whatever you want to thank in life. So I want you to close your eyes, Rachel, and inhale all the goodness, the positivity, the abundance coming into your life. Exhale all the negativity, the negative toxins, the self-limiting beliefs, the fears, the doubt, all that which could be stopping you to do anything in life. Inhale all the goodness, the positivity, the abundance coming into your life. Exhale all the negativity, the negative toxins, the self-sabotaging beliefs, all that which is stopping you to accomplish what you want. Inhale all the goodness, all the positivity, all the abundance which is there in your life and all the abundance coming into your life. Exhale all the negativity, the negative toxins, the self-limiting beliefs, the self-sabotaging beliefs. Now, Rachel and everyone, I want you to start, Rachel, by saying, thank you, God. Rachel, you can say along with me, thank you, God,
Thank you, God,
for giving me
for giving me
a healthy life,
a healthy life,
even when people are struggling
even when people are struggling
due to this pandemic.
due to this pandemic.
Thank you, God,
Thank you, God,
for giving me
for giving me
such a beautiful home
such a beautiful home
with such a loving partner, my husband,
with such a loving partner, my husband,
and my daughter,
and my daughter,
and all the loved ones
and all the loved ones
in my life.
in my life.
Thank you, God,
Thank you, God,
for making me write this book.
for making me write this book.
And say the name of the book, Rachel.
Anonymity.
Okay. Now
And,
say that thank you for, yeah, so anonymity. Now
yeah.
say that thank you for making me complete this book
Thank you for making me complete the book
as it's coming,
as it's coming,
as it's coming in its completion stage.
as it's coming in its completion stage.
And I want all the people,
And I want all
and
the
I
people
want who are apt for reading this book, who
I'm
are apt,
or
who
apt
are for reading this book,
for reading this book
should read this book
to read this book
and take the learnings from this book.
and take the learnings from this book.
Thank you so much,
Thank you so much,
God and universe.
God and universe.
Now, I want you to, Rachel, feel the emotions. What you've said is your reality. It is real because you've thanked all the people and you've further thanked for this book and you've gone ahead in life in terms of your book reaching out to the right people. And they're reading it and then they're taking the lessons, what they have to from this book and enjoying the book. So feel the emotions and feel the intensity of it because when you feel with intensity, then everything comes out true in your life. So feel it in your heart. And when you're ready, Rachel, you need to first come in oneness with this person. And now when you're ready, you need to rub your hands, rub your palms, feel the warmth, happiness that yes, I have finally written the book I wanted to write in my life. And feel the warmth, the happiness, the joy, the love, and that you are blessed and that you are the divine child of God. And now put your palms on your eyes. Awaken your senses, feel the warmth, the happiness, that all this is a reality of yours. Even the book going into the right hand is your reality. And everybody is congratulating you and praising you. And now take the hand, the palms on your ears, feel the warmth. And then at the back of the neck, feel the warmth at the back of your neck. And then bring the palms together in a namaste. And bow down. Thank God in universe that all this is real, especially in terms of your book. And He has blessed you in terms of your book. And you can see for a second, when you're connecting with God, that there is a room where you're with all your people and they all are congratulating you and saying, well done, beautiful. And everybody is loving reading your book because you've written with a pure intention. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes. Your book is a super success.
Thank you, Amrita. So I have a question for you.
Yeah, tell me.
I'm interested in your journey that brought you to this, because it's so enlightening, and I can't wait for your book to get here. It should be here any day. But I'm just interested in your journey.
Sure. So, Rachel, about 10 years back,
Mhm.
I was like any other person, right? I had a lot of self-limiting beliefs. I used to put in a lot of efforts, a lot of hard work, but I saw the same results again and again and again. And I used to often wonder that, am I not like fortunate enough? Or what is the reason why I'm not accomplishing what I want? Why is it not happening in my favor, for my goodness? And at that time, my parents, my father introduced me to meditation.
Mm.
And he said that, Amrita, your mind is very cluttered. It needs to quieten down and you need to meditate. And Rachel, at that time, I told my dad, I said, please, I am not interested in meditation because I was like any other person. I was not ready for it. And then my mom told me about gratitude because she used to always say that you've got so much in life, but you're never thankful for anything. And about 4 years back, as time was going by, I was seeing the same results again and again and again.
Right.
One day, I was so fed up, Rachel. I told myself, I said, enough. And I just told God like that. I said, God, what is your plan about me? What do you want to do? Why am I seeing the same results again and again and again? And at that time, I spoke to a friend of mine, Rachel, and I told her, I said, see, I'm not happy with my life because I put in a lot of efforts, but it doesn't work for me. And she said, Amrita, there is only one thing which you have to do right now, which is to reprogram your subconscious mind in the theta state.
Hmm.
You have to, the minute you get up in the morning, start thanking for everything. The minute you go to sleep in the night, start thanking for everything. Do your meditation, do your affirmations in the morning and in the night. And that time is a very, very important time because whatever you're doing in your theta state is all getting instilled in your subconscious mind. A lot of time, Rachel, people are looking at the social media just
Mhm.
before going to sleep. Like, for example, they're looking at negative news. Now, all that is going into their subconscious mind. All that is getting instilled in their subconscious mind. So, obviously, when you're instilling all that, that's what you're going to see in reality. And I used to be a very person always complaining, okay, this is not right, that's not right, 10 years back. But I realized that I'm seeing more and more of complaints. My life was getting bad and bad and bad, and until 4 years back. And I went on YouTube and I connected one of my masters who I still follow till now, my mentor.
Mhm.
And I connected with him, and I still date. The minute I get up in the morning, I listen to his meditation, I listen to affirmations, and just before going to sleep. And they say, the way they say now, Rachel, that when the student is ready, the teacher appears.
Right.
And you know, where I am today, I feel so blessed, I feel so happy because whoever I meet, in whatever form I can help them. I love doing that. And I make them do meditation, keeping in mind where they are, what is happening in their life, affirmations.
Right.
Like for example, I've just gone somebody's Instagram, I think today on one of the live session, and I was telling this person, I said, there is a beautiful affirmation called, I am having an abundant mindset. It's imagine you saying that, like for example, if you take your index finger, can you take your index finger and take it like here, and close your eyes, Rachel, and say, I
I
am
am
having
having
an
an
abundant
abundant
mindset.
mindset.
Now, Rachel, I want you to do this 2, 3 times and say it out loud that people also get to know how to do it.
I am having an abundant mindset. I am having an abundant mindset.
And feel the emotions and own up to this, that yes, you are having an abundant mindset. Can you say it once or twice more?
Sure. I am having an abundant mindset. I am now having an abundant mindset. My mindset is on abundance.
So you have to say with I am, because I am is the most powerful word in the English language. I am. It
I
has to
am.
start with I am. Yeah.
Okay. I am having an
Yeah.
abundant mindset. I like that. I really, really, it really does put you in an abundant mindset to actually give it to yourself that way and to say it. Bring in the outward talk into the inside. I'm sure you have a better way of stating it, but
No, it's about not me having a better way. It's just about the amount of intensity you put in the emotions. Like
yes.
for example, you did it beautifully because we've connected earlier also, and I think you understand what I'm telling you,
Mm-hmm.
and you being a very good receiver right now, which is so beautiful, you know. And it's about like owning up to it that yes, I'm having an abundant mindset. Now, even when you come across affirmations anywhere, always remember whatever you're seeing, put an I am. Because when you say
Okay.
I am, you're owning up to it. That this is your reality. This
Yeah.
is you. When you say anything else, it doesn't have so much of power. But the word I am has a lot of power.
It does.
Now you
Yeah.
can do one more thing. You could take your left palm on your heart chakra and the right palm on your left palm and say, I am
I am
a
a
magnet to
magnet to
love.
love.
Now put in the emotions, the intensity, and I want you to say this 2, 3 times.
I am a magnet to love. I am a
Yes.
magnet to love. I am a magnet to love.
And I want you to do one more. I am,
I am.
I am,
I am.
I am successful.
I am successful.
I, and feel it. Feel the emotions, the intensity, and increase it. I
I
want you to say 2, 3
am.
times with a lot of emotions and intensity.
I am successful. I am successful. I am successful.
One more. I'll give you.
I
I am,
okay.
I'll give you one more. I am
I am
one of the best authors in the world.
one of the best authors in the world. I love that one.
I want you to put in emotions and intensity. It's beautiful, Rachel.
Yes,
This journey of inner transformation is spectacular. So I want you to say that.
absolutely.
I
I
am,
am one
yeah.
of the best authors in the world. I am one of the best authors in the world. I am one of the best authors in the world. Yes.
Yes, 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 you are. You are one of the best authors in the world. Because you know why? because you've aligned your actions with what you just spoken right now. You've put in the commitment, the consistency in writing your book.
Mhm.
And now nothing can stop you because you are a limitless being. You're a child of God, Rachel, and each
I
one
am.
is on this session,
Mhm.
you know. Each one on this session is a child of God. You're a divine being. You're a limitless being. How can anyone ever stop you? Anyone. As long as you don't stop yourself, nobody has the power to stop you. Nobody. The only one who has the power to stop you is your mind.
Yes.
The subconscious mind can be your best friend or your worst enemy.
Believe that.
Right? So make
Yes.
it your best friend. Just make it your best friend by instilling all the good things in the theta state. All that you want, do it at that time. That's really, really important. And love yourself, accept yourself. It's so important, everyone listening in right now. The happiness is within, it is not outside. When you're happy inside, you see happiness outside. When you are love inside, you see love outside.
Mhm.
When you have a grateful heart, you see blessings in your life.
Very well put. So true. I have to just share with you. I'm picturing myself right now
Please
with
do.
my
Please do.
sticky notes and storyboarding my characters and what's going to happen, and I'm just having the time
Right.
of my
Yeah.
life doing it
Hmm.
on the
Hmm.
on my next book, which I started, but I got a little stuck, and I feel sort of free now to just go at it. I can't wait.
Yes. And nothing can stop you, Rachel. Nothing. You're a limitless being, and the power is within you. And I think Chetan Mithru is writing in amazing and great going. Thank you so much. And you are a great person. Each one of you listening in, you are the child of God.
Yes.
Connect with your inner self and align yourself with the higher self. When you do that, everything is beautiful, blissful, everything is great, you know. And practice self-love. The more you practice, the more you full from inside, the more you can give it to others outside. Stop looking outside. There is nothing outside. All the answers to all your questions are inside. All of them,
You are such
you
a
know.
gift. I just have to say it. You are such a gift.
Thank you so much, Rachel. It means so much to me. And thank you so much for connecting this evening. And I know that you're a successful author, one of the best authors in the world. I
Thank
know
you.
it. So keep on doing this work, align your actions, and practice what I've told you. And again, this copy is coming soon to you. So, to everybody else, you can get my paperback and my Kindle version on Amazon. It's published worldwide. All the Amazon places have got my book. And remember, 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 break the shackles and fly away.
Yes.
Fly away. Be yourself, be free and be great. You are born for greatness. You have a divine purpose, and that's why you're here. So I wish you all the best. And Rachel, thank you so much for connecting this evening. It means a lot. And
Thank you
you're
for
a
the
beautiful soul.
invitation.
Thank you. Okay, Rachel, take care.
You too.
So I think you have to kind of, yeah. So I'm going to be putting this, and I think we've just got a few minutes left. I don't want
Yes. How
anything going
do
wrong.
I hit the little X there?
Yeah,
Okay.
just hit the X.
Okay.
And thank you so much once again, Rachel.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. All the best. It was so beautiful to connect with Rachel, and she's such a beautiful soul. And I wish her all the best with her book. And I'm going to be putting in a link of hers in my Instagram page soon once it's out. And thank you so much, all of you, for connecting with us this evening. Means a lot. Namaste, beautiful souls. Amrita Mithru, signing off.